Good afternoon and welcome to Dynamics 365 Finance and Operation. We are continuing our journey towards configuring the human resource module of Finance and Operation. So in today's video, we're going to discuss about employment categories. It's going to be a short video, but it plays a crucial role in categorizing your employees. So if this is the first time you've stumbled upon this video, then do make sure that if you're interested in knowing how to configure the HR module within Dynamics 365 F&O, then you can go and see some of my other videos in which we start our configuration journey from the very beginning from HR parameters, and I discuss quite a bit in detail what those parameters are used for. So today we're going to talk about employment categories. So we're going to go right into the human resource module. Right underneath the setup, we click on employment categories. So employment categories can be different for all clients, but the most common ones that I've seen during my implementations are the full-time employees or part-time employees, even the seasonal employees, depending on the industry. So construction industry tends to have seasonal employees, and of course, temporary employees. Temporary employees is quite often used for organizations that have employees that are more or less, for nonprofit organizations that have a high turnover. So temporary employees are very contract based, you could say. So in order for you to simply create a new work employment category, you just click on the new button and you select either the worker type employee or a contractor. So in our case, we'll just select employee because it's the most relevant to us. And the employment category can be part-time. And then we'll give a description of a part-time employee. And that is all you need to do. So this is how you simply configure an employment category. This is the easiest configuration that you could possibly do in the HR module. And the way this is linked to an employee is basically going into the human resources and clicking on employees. So if you were to hire an employee for a particular position, then you simply need to go into their record and select the employment category. So if I were to select this first record that we have in our demo data, I go into the work history. Underneath the employment details, there is employment category. So this is where you define employment category. So if you click on the drop-down menu, and I can select part-time employee, and I simply save it. The reason that you would want to obviously categorize these part-time employees versus full-time employees, or even give an employee a category, is because of reporting. Reporting plays a crucial role in categorizing and counting your headcounts, for instance. So there are embedded Power BI reports that we will discuss at some point, where employment category kind of plays a role and it gives you the exact number of how many part-time employees you have, how many full-time employees you have. And of course, if you have a technical resource, you can always create and customize these reports based on employment category. So with that, I will stop our session for today, and then the next parameter or the configuration we're going to talk about is the employment type.